Welcome to this episode of the Quiet Impact Podcast. This episode is all about helping you uncover some of the deeper reasons behind your goals. We'll be looking at the 7 levels of why exercise. So it's time to make a shift in your mindset and start to take some actionable steps towards achieving the freedom and the joy that you truly desire. So grab a pen, get ready to ponder your why. Let's dive in. Welcome to the Quiet Impact Podcast, where we nurture the journey of introverts who desire to achieve greater levels of influence, income, and impact. The go-to podcast for introvert achievers just like you, seeking purpose-driven growth. I am your host, Stephanie Oden. Have you ever desired to have a mentor whisper success secrets into your ear? One with firsthand experience as a 6-figure corporate leader, expertise in entrepreneurship, and is an introvert? Tune into each episode where we will provide valuable insights into how introverts can effectively navigate life with full-time jobs, pursue career success, and delve into entrepreneurship. We will explore various business and career topics related to self-discovery, achieving success, and finding joy in the journey. My guest and I share real-life experiences, strategies, tools, and resources that will encourage personal and professional growth, self-empowerment, and living an authentic, purposeful life. Let's get into today's episode. I'm Stephanie Oden, the host of the Quiet Impact Podcast. And if you've had children, you remember toddler days? And that infamous question that they would ask. And I think this went beyond toddler days, honestly. I can remember having a conversation with my son at 16, I think he was, because he wanted to do something and I was the one standing in the way. What is the question they ask? Why? Can I have that? No. Why? And why? And why? Sometimes I didn't even think they would care what our answer was. They had in their mind they were going to ask why again anyway. Until, as a parent, you know what we said. Okay, maybe not you, parent, but me, parent. It came down to because I said so. That was the final answer. Final answer, because I said so. Now, when I stepped into one of my roles as a quality director, one of the tools that's used, not just in the industry I was in, but in other industries to help dig down to why a problem happened or a customer complaint or a non-conformance or something was out of standard, the question would come back as to why. And there's a process that was used that was called 5 why, where you would ask the question why related to the problem. You'd ask it 5 times. Now, there was nothing magic about 5, but we would keep asking it because it would get deeper. And if you use the right thinking and not try to brush it off, you got to some really good systemic things as to why a problem would be occurring. And what I found is a process that I've used with my teams is a 7-layer why process. And the reason why I like it as a tool, same reason, is because it will help dig down as to why you want what you say you want. Because at the end of the day, it's important to have something that you connect to emotionally. Now, this part I'm going to give you, and it doesn't relate to the 7 whys, but it's important because it ties in. And the reason why you want to dig deeper is because you start going levels deeper, you get to the emotional reasons why you want what you want. And it's not the affirmation by itself that's going to get you there, but it's the affirmation mixed with elevated emotion, that feeling of what it feels like when I have it. Like, this is it. This is it. Is it joy? Is it confidence? Is it, this is it. This is why I want it. There's that burning desire. Mix that with your affirmation. Now some things are happening. My why, transparency, as I am on this podcast, is my why shifted when I had to get really serious about my health after I had several trips to the emergency room, and they couldn't figure out what was going on. And it looked like I had everything. I had the income, I had the boy, girl, kids, I had the pets, I had the husband, I had the company car, but emotionally, I was a wreck. And I didn't have time to do the things that were giving me joy until I decided and things shifted. And that's part of the reason why I'm passionate about what I do, the coaching that I do and the mentoring that I do. My why is centered around freedom and allowing people to be able to see themselves as I see them and to be able to be financially flexible. That is my why. It's important that you're clear on your why, whether it's growing your career or starting a business or whatever it is. You want to be clear on your why. And I will also tell you this is a great tool for introverts. Extroverts can use it too. And part of the reason why it's a good tool for introverts is because of the introspective nature of the tool. You know, we're thinking it anyway. So let's put our thinker to good use. The way I found it to be really effective is if you can tell someone to ask you what I'm going to ask you and what I'm giving you. If you can have someone ask you these and you answer, you sit there and answer. Maybe partner up with someone. If you don't have someone, there's a link down in the bio and you can get a brainstorming session with me. And this is what we'll do. We'll go over you doing your 7 levels of why. And this is how you do it. So, first of all, you decide what is your goal. When you write it down, you ask yourself, what is my goal for my business next year? What is my goal for my career next year? And you write it down. Then you ask, why this goal? Don't overthink it. Why do you want it? For example, it could be as simple as achieving financial freedom. That's why I want this goal. Next level. Why is this goal important? Because I'd like to not worry about debt. Why would not worrying be important? Well, if I'm not worrying, I'm able to enjoy more time with my family in a better mental state and do some more fun things. Why is it important to be able to concentrate on the family? Well, because I really enjoy being present. I've missed out on so much. I really want to be more present. Why is being more present important? Because I would like to know what's going on with them and to be in the position to be able to explore the world with them. Why is exploring the world important to you and your family? What is important about that? Why is exploring the world with your family important? Because my parents were there when I was growing up and they afforded me some amazing experiences, but they weren't always able to have the time, definitely not the finances, for us to all be able to do that as a family. If you stay with me in that process, each time we walk through a different level of why. And this process peels back and it goes deeper. And, for me, it comes down to being able to spend more time with my family, to be able to give more generously to causes that matter to me. It's about making moments and experiences with my family. It's about being hope for others and making a difference. Those are all tied in with my why. And when I don't want to show up, I do remember my why. I love this. I love this. I heard it from Lisa Nichols. It stuck with me like glue. Money is a tool. It's a teammate. I love that. It allows me to be able to create more moments, more memories, and more impact in the world. And as you are building your business and you're building your career and you're wrapping all of this up, here's the thing. One person is not going to get you to the top. One sale is not going to get you to the top. You're not going to go into your career from the bottom to the top. It's more than a one. And really is about focusing on the why, because that gets to the heart of who you are. And you're into fulfilling your purpose once you make that shift. Your why is linked to what matters most: your family, your growth, your community, your purpose. I encourage you to listen to this podcast, go back, and then do it along with me, even if you have to press pause. And then remember, the other suggestion that I had is get a buddy and both of you listen to the podcast. And of course, make sure you both subscribe, add some comments. That'd be great. And then take turns asking each other the questions to go deeper. Now, you may not get to 7. You may be at, you know what, I am totally connected and I'm vibing with this, and I'm at 6. Cool. I promise you, going through this process will elevate your vibration. It will more solidly connect you with what you really want in life. I know this is going to sound crazy, but is it the money you want? Or is it the things that additional money will allow you to do? Additional insight, additional experiences. I'll just leave that right there. Love to know what you think about this process. Definitely let me know if you tried it. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. I hope you found the 7 levels of why exercise inspiring and empowering. And remember, you can go back and listen if you wanted to make notes and then go back and do the activity. I encourage you to do it. It's listen and do. That's where the transformation happens. Remember to head to my website, get your copy of the Success Pillars for Quiet Achievers. And I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Quiet Impact Podcast. Join us next week. And thank you so much for watching, for listening, and for subscribing.